Good afternoon. As Jill mentioned, my name is Erin Brooks, Managing Partner of the Chicago office of BCLP. BCLP is an international law firm with 1,200 lawyers across the globe. We're really proud to have a very strong presence in the United States, including in this wonderful state of Texas in the town of Dallas. BCLP has been a proud sponsor of the EV Summit over the years in Oxford, and we're thrilled to be here for the inaugural EV Summit in the United States. Now, I'm an environmental attorney, and what I really find fascinating about the EV space is it brings together three things: transportation, energy, and sustainability. Three things that I spend a lot of time thinking on and working on. And the key is, and this was said very well by Lucas at Codably just a little while ago, collaboration is key. As you're going to hear from our panelists, there are, in fact, challenges as we develop a EV infrastructure. However, as we all know from our time in this industry, where there's challenge, there's opportunity. And we're really excited to unpack this. So as we think about the debate about how to bring EVs and scale them into the United States, we have to think about why. Why does this matter? And to BCLP as a law firm, why do we care? We sincerely believe that EVs are central to the future of clean transportation. They offer a solution to reducing greenhouse gas emissions, again, important to me as an environmental attorney. They improve air quality, and they enhance energy independence, another key important issue on the United States ballot these days. With more than 2 million EVs on the roads already, and the federal government's significant commitment to having 50% of all new car sales being emission-free by 2030, this growth will only accelerate. Now, to tee up our panelists, I want to outline 3 key challenges and 3 key opportunities to set the stage. So let's start with the bad news, the challenges. Number 1, the scale of infrastructure investment is expensive. The cost to build, maintain, upgrade each EV's charging station starts from $30,000 for a basic level 2 and scales up to $100,000 for fast chargers. This means that the private and public sectors have to come together and work collaboratively toward solutions. We've had the pleasure at BCLP of collaborating in the UK and Europe in particular on private equity investments, and we expect to see this continue as there's additional consolidation in the markets. We're also seeing that grid capacity is a significant consideration here too. The United States electrical grid, it simply was not built to sustain the amount of EVs that we all are working on putting onto the roads. So this means that we need to ensure that charging stations are integrated with renewable energy sources so that we can avoid putting that undue strain on our dear power grid. Challenge 2, geographical equity. It's not enough for there to be charging stations in our urban hubs. In the United States, we need them in the rural centers and all of the places that connect America. And we need charging stations not just for fancy cars, but also for our beloved pickup trucks and RVs, other things that are central to a lot of the American cultural experience. So for EV adoption to reach everyone, we need to make sure the infrastructure, so too, extends throughout our communities. And of course, range anxiety is a huge facet of that, and you've heard lots of conversation on that topic today. Challenge number 3, before we turn to the opportunities, standardization, another topic that's been very much discussed today. Unlike traditional gas stations, there isn't a uniform EV charging solution that's systematically rolled out. We need a true plug, play, and go system for it to be established. But again, it's not all just doom and gloom. There's opportunity here too, and that's, I think, why everyone is investing today in being here and building these conversations and networks. Number 1, economic growth. The U.S. Department of Energy, the DOE, estimates hundreds of thousands of jobs in the coming decades with EV infrastructure. That number might actually be low. And as battery costs continue to decline and trucks can become more used to the EV systems, that's going to bring down freight and hauling costs, which gets carried on to the consumer, a really positive thing. Opportunity 2. Innovation, and wow, have I heard some amazing conversation today about the innovation here. Public charging stations are not just outlets for power. they can create opportunities for innovation. V2G-based smart grids, of course, manage off peak hours. They integrate with renewable systems. There's also opportunities to build them in with retail centers and other coming developments into the United States. And lastly, environmental impact, bringing it right back where I started. The ultimate goal here is, of course, decarbonization. And the faster that we build out a uniform and a very commercial and workable EV system, the faster we can reduce emissions and contribute to one of the biggest climate change contributors, transportation. Transportation is the missing link as it currently stands right now in decarbonizing our world. So we're not just here to support EV drivers, we're accelerating the move to a cleaner, greener future for our kids. So how do we get there? It's collaboration. We believe, sincerely believe, it's going to take the private industry, the public sector, and our governments working hand in glove. And conversations from throughout today are the basic building block on that. The infrastructure grants that are out, $7.5 billion worth, need to get deployed and deployed quickly to attack the challenges and create the opportunity as I just outlined. So in closing, yes, there's opportunities, and yes, there's challenges. And if we continue to view the challenges as an opportunity to build the future, we'll be very empowered to do so. So it's a pivotal time for transportation in the United States. It's our real, sincere pleasure to be here today. And with that, I'd like to bring Jill back up to the stage and welcome our panelists. Thank you.